Hey, this is Maverick. I want to welcome Bourbon Leather to the Slacker82Alpha family. They are our new sponsor for the show. They're the ones who do our hats. If you've seen the hats that I wear on the show, that's the ones that they do. They offer custom leather patch hats made with real full grain leather. So make sure you check them out at bourbonleather.com and tell Freddie Maverick and Goose sent you. If you use the promo code Slacker, that gets you an additional 10% off. So if you have a show and you want hats for the show, or you just like wearing hats like I do, get them, man. These guys are great. The product is great. The hats are great. They're comfortable. I mean, you can't ask for a better hat. And they're reasonably priced. So once again, make sure you go to bourbonleather.com. Make sure you tell Freddie that Maverick and Goose sent you. And again, use the promo code SLACKER for 10% off.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
About to blow, waiting for me to start the show. Out the curtain, lights go up, I'm home. Whoa, my father said when I was younger, hard times better man. You took it all away, I give it all away. Can't take my freedom, here to change the game, a better man to play. I built my kingdom, now you bow to me. You took my dreams but not my name. You'll follow me till the end, I am my kingdom. Lights go down, I'm ready now. Tear this roof off for the town. Gonna give them what they came to see. Hear the crowd on the toes, ready for me to start the show. Out the curtain, lights go up, I'm home. Whoa, my father said when I was younger, hard times better man. You took it all away, I give it all away. Can't take my freedom, here to change the game, a better man to play. I built my kingdom, now you bow to me. You took my dreams but not my name. You'll follow me till the end, I am my kingdom. You tried to tell me what to do, I saw the door and kicked it down. I stepped right over and right through, you can never stop me now. Bow low, I am the king and you're the clown. Now watch me as I take my throne and rule my kingdom. You took it all away, I give it all away. Can't take my freedom, here to change the game, a better man to play. I built my kingdom, now you bow to me. You took my dreams but not my name. You'll follow me till the end, I am my kingdom. You took it all away, I give it all away. Can't take my freedom, here to change the game, a better man to play. I built my kingdom, now you bow to me. You took my dreams but not my name. You'll follow me till the end, I am my kingdom. Now you bow to me.
Whoa, Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gone to from people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
Yeah, I
know it's a shame. You smiling, holding the pain. You working, they holding your pay. It's a fat, it's a taxes to make it, so you can't relax. And you broke at the end of the day. It's always the same. They send it all to Ukraine while children that long to be saved. Look what they doing. Our country is soon to be ruined. They screwing the home of the brave. Who do we blame? The news won't take it. The truth, delusional fools do remain. Got the principles of a Christian who you know can never be used for their gains. We're used to the games. It's time to wake up, America. Here to remove the restraints. They got us in chains. Better keep God close and be united again for a change.
Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gone to from people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gone to from people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
Yeah, you know what I hate? The way veterans don't get a break after putting their life on the line. They come back to the States and depression is racing. Need help so they won't contemplate suicide. Addiction rates higher than ever. People ashamed for just trying to get better. Alcoholism been calling in victims. This sickness will leave our relationships severed. No, this ain't no joke. On social media, why is everything woke? Wanted Biden, but now they're regretting their votes. Bet you agree Trump was better than most. I just pray that we never surrender our hope. Innocent folks been paying the price. Can't afford groceries and keeping on lights. Paying more for less and no, none of it's right. It's time to stand up together
Lord,
and
it's a
fight.
damn shame what the world's gone to from people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gone to from people like me and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
All right, welcome everybody to another edition of Slacker82. Goose is late as usual. Eric, what's going on, brother? Eric, welcome. All right. As you all know, tonight we are going to have Lieutenant Ted Macie is going to come on the show. Should be here about 7:30.
Whistleblower, yeah.
I don't know where Goose is. Late as usual, I guess. But let me bring in the stations real quick here.
He's probably out fighting off the zombies and everything to get here.
All right, I want to welcome 105.7 to Face, Patriot Radio, Earth Radio, UG Media in the UK, J Parker Radio, Paisley Radio, FCM Live, Sword Radio, Crystal Radio, the Hit Network, and our newest station, West Rand Radio in South Africa. All right. Get another booster shot. Probably, Ert. Probably. He's never on time anymore.
How you doing, Ert?
He's late.
Doing good.
So what's new, Bravo? Anything good?
Oh, boy. I mean, every day it's something new, isn't it?
Checking to make sure. Hey, Ert, do me a favor. Can you check Rumble? Make sure we're up and running. I think we are. It says we are, but I want to make sure. So, all right. So let's see here. Hey, did you see Don Jr.'s Twitter page got hacked today?
Oh, really?
And they were tweeting out that they made it. Whoever was doing it made it look like it was him saying it and saying that his dad was dead and stuff.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it was putting all kind of stuff saying that North Korea was about to get smoked and all kind of. There was all kind of. It says, this one said, "I'm sad to announce my father, Donald Trump, has passed away. I will be running for president in 2024."
Oh, jeez. You wonder why these guys that have those kind of skills don't use them for for good, the good of mankind, but they always go in the other direction.
All right, it's working all right. I forgot to turn the camera on. Oh, I got it on. All right, so it's good. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, they can hack, they can get people's information somehow, but can't manage to do anything good with it. Let's see, what else was I looking at today?
Yeah, I listened to a lot of things today, but I knew we were going to have this guest, so I don't have a ton of things to talk about right now. It was a busy day today.
Giuliani's in a little trouble there. Ex-Trump aide claims Giuliani groped her on January 6th.
Yeah, but isn't it funny how all these gropers are coming out? Look, you got Russell Brand. Now you got Tim Ballard, the one that was just made the movie, right? Isn't that kind of? And if you look at see what Russell Brand's been saying too, he's come out of the plantation also. And isn't it funny that as soon as you come off the plantation, they're going to come after you. They're going to do a Bill Cosby on you. Or a Michael Jackson, as soon as you start going off, because you know what, I think they sign deals with these people, and then they figure out, some of them have consciences, figure out that these people are evil, and then they want to come out against them, and and they go after them at that point.
Ert said, "Have we?
None of those guys are saints,
Have we ever had a president that?" Have we ever had a president that made a deal with a terrorist? Yeah, didn't Obama do that, didn't he?
He developed ISIS.
Yeah, so Biden's just taking over where
he developed ISIS, and Osama bin Laden actually worked for George W. back when he was still part of the CIA, when they had him over there fighting the Russians.
Yeah. I mean, the Democrats, like, not only do they start them, but they like to give them the shiniest trucks, the best equipment and everything.
Yeah, look what happens. We supply them with all the stuff, then they turn on us later.
Well,
actually they don't. Actually, they don't turn on us. They play the game so they can continue the money laundering.
Right.
There is trillions made off of Dagon, just Afghanistan, let alone the Iraqi war.
Oh yeah.
Building fucking highways out in the middle of the desert nobody can get to. They go
there,
put a gas station out there worth $1 million, and nobody's got a car out there.
Listening to you guys talking about nonsense stuff.
We're talking about Obama.
Oh gosh. Come on, Goose.
Come on,
Hey, Goose, you ready to get? Are you ready to go?
The border again.
You ready to go when you get called back
that's
up?
what is affecting our freaking country. 4,000
What are you gonna do about
migrants today. We gotta do something about this. Is a big freaking issue. Now New Yorkers are crying like babies.
Well, the Mexicans are, putting together the border wall down there now.
Oh, this is a big issue. It's gonna affect everybody, even freaking Montana, where they got all that freaking cattle freaking trucks.
It's been affecting us for 2 years now.
No, this is gonna get worse, man. God dang, guys, wake up, smell
All they
the
gotta
coffee.
All they gotta do, Goose, is put a bounty on all them military-aged men. Okay, that'll take care of 99%.
What we gotta
of the
do is
crap
kick
that's coming
freaking
across
Biden out of the White House. That's what we need to do.
Yes,
Of course, if you invite me, if
Remember
you
the
invite me
pictures?
to come to your country, I will go to your country if I think it's better.
Remember the videos from Pennsylvania when that guy escaped and the people riding around with their AR-15s and everything? There was a $20,000 bounty, and they were willing to go out there and shoot the guy for $20,000.
Yeah, but
Imagine if that kind of bounty was put on, these criminals out there.
our
right
country is freaking
I might even
dumb,
drive
man.
down
All
there.
this BS that's going on. Now we got the UAW2 striking, and you know whose fault is that? Freaking Biden trying to tell these people you need to do so many freaking EV electric vehicle. Who the hell give a fuck about freaking electric vehicle?
Hey, Goose, it ain't just about Biden with the UAW. all them damn executives in the auto industry.
Well, Biden's our freaking president, man.
Hold on, Goose.
Hold on, I'm tired listening to you guys.
They
I'm going
give
home.
themselves a 40% raise when that goddamn strike went. They give themselves 40% raise. Now they're making millions a month.
I don't think they're asking for 40%.
And they're still getting subsidies.
But the issue is you're trying to push on this guy to come with all this freaking EV stuff, all this other crazy stuff. This is the government.
But I get the electric car thing and everything, but they're asking for like 36% raise over 4 years or some shit like that.
No, it's like 20%.
No.
It is. And they only want to work, and they only want to work 32 hours, man. They don't want to work the complete.
They offered them 20%. One manufacturer offered them 17%, but they want 36% over 4 years, not 20%. They are.
Let me make this clear, bro. If my issue is freaking migration and I'm passionate about it, I don't give a damn what you say about it. Whoever wrote that statement there, that's my issue. I don't want to take a pill, chill, Eric. You know what's going on in our country with 4,000 people coming here every other day in our country?
What are you going to do about it, Goose?
Goose, what do you think about the FEMA going to go test the EBS system on October 4th?
They're all broke, man. This guy messed up the complete entire government.
The emergency broadcast. Wonder why they're testing that for.
And then you have this guy, the DOJ Garland, on TV lying all freaking day long.
Committing perjury. Not lying, but committing perjury. He should have been handcuffed after that first goddamn question.
Motherfuckers, well, I gave it to this guy. I didn't touch that.
All of them
Somebody
go
else
in there.
charge. Weissman is the
go in
one
there,
doing
Goose,
it.
lie.
Bunch of
They all
criminals,
lie
man.
it.
I don't know how can you sit down in your chair. Don't worry about this shit. This shit's serious. I mean,
that's why they took the 10 Commandments out of the damn courthouses and stuff.
That's the only thing going to save us. That's the only thing going to save us. God, nobody else.
Yeah,
I think we've gone beyond.
They can't live in a hostile environment when they're trying to work, so they had them take it all out, you know?
Yeah. Telling me take a freaking pill, chill pill, whatever you call that bullshit. I got kids. I got young kids. They're the one going to have to face all this bullshit that's going on in our country. If you don't worry about that, something wrong with you. I mean, I don't have anything. It won't make it
that long.
You know, it's Bravo. You know, it's freaking. Even New Yorkers are complaining right now. They're screaming down there in the street. Guess what?
It's about damn time the New Yorkers start.
Yeah, and you know what? You get what you deserve. You know, now you're crying like a bitch.
Hey, did you see the video where they had all the people lined up on the border? You know, sitting down at night, and they were like saying, "Where are you going?" I'm from India, going to California. Where are you going? India, California. You know, New York, India, New York.
I mean, but
Africa,
guys, we got to put
New
this
York.
president behind bar. He broke the law with the freaking migrant shit. He's biting every freaking body.
Yeah, but you know what? They're not trying to impeach him for that shit. Why aren't we impeaching him
Yeah.
for that?
And another thing is, freaking
because all the politicians are crooked.
They remove all the technology out of the border. Everything. They did that. They don't have no more cameras. They don't have anything to be tracking the heat sources, stuff like that. Nothing. They remove everything. The freaking border is wide open, bro. Wide open.
I say 6 layers a day gone razor wire will help stop it some.
Hell yeah.
They're selling the freaking wall in pieces. Hey, you want to have a nice fence in your house.
If you put about 20 yards of razor wire out there, you're going to slow them down quite a bit.
Raccoon, you can't go there and bid for a freaking piece of wall for your house.
Yeah, but didn't the U.S. government tried to sue Texas for putting that freaking those?
It's in court right now for putting the orange bubble thing. Yeah, it's in court. It's in court right now.
Yeah,
you know,
it won't go anywhere. They can drag your ass in court, but once it goes through, it's just like Paxton. How many counts? 36 counts. They threw them all out.
Yeah, but
it was bullshit. They make it up as they go along.
I saw he's facing something else though. Besides that,
all this BS going on in our
It's all
country.
BS. He's back on
you
the
know,
job, and screw him now. I mean, screw them.
The people of the United States are the final border patrol, and if they don't do it, then they get what they reap. Okay.
Well, but as soon as we get down there on the border and you shoot somebody or something, you're in jail, and they keep the border open. I mean,
that's because we're under maritime law, according to the new Constitution.
$33 trillion in debt and rising. Okay, then Fauci making more than $11 million between him and his wife.
Hey, Goose.
Bravo, do you work for the government?
Hell no.
You should try to get a job with them because you're going to make some money.
You see the viral video of that woman that she went to her son's class?
Yeah,
and this woman had a rainbow flag up there, and she rips it right down right in front of the lady. And then she says, "You're not going to put that shit in here and teach my son."
Well, you know what? Even if maybe it was a joke,
she's probably
Bravo. You're right. That's taking place in our country today.
That's what we need, though. We need people like her.
Yeah, but that was fake, Bravo. That was fake.
Was it fake?
Yeah, it was.
It doesn't matter if it was fake, but that's what's going on today in our country.
It didn't look fake to me. Well, a fact check told you it was fake. Don't believe that shit.
No, it was fake. It was a comedian. She was a comedian. It was all staged. Yeah. So because
it doesn't matter. The point is that was a good point. That's what's going on in the classrooms today.
You know why? Because it doesn't look staged. And
people used to think George Carlin was just a comedian, but you look back at what he was saying. He was telling us everything that is coming down now. He told us about that shit.
Bravo! Right. Now this fat ass Senator Fetterman, the guy is supposed to be brain dead. Now the Congress changed the freaking code for dressing, the dress code, just to let him come in freaking basketball short.
That's the Senate. The Senate did that.
Yes.
Not Congress, the Senate.
Well, the Senate. I mean the Senate, Raccoon. It don't matter. You know who I'm talking about.
The guy don't even look. The guy don't even look like Fetterman. If you look at the pictures side by side,
he put a freaking new mustache
on that guy. That's not the same thing.
Hey, Bravo, you think he's a double?
Fetterman done stroked out. And
he got a mustache now, Bravo. What do you think? He's a double?
Yeah.
They got somebody that looks like him. Hell, there's probably somebody that's running around Florida looking like you. I mean, you never know.
2 gooses? Holy shit. We'll be in trouble with that.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a pain in the ass? I mean, he did come from a small island and there was a lot of incest going on at the time.
Damn, Raccoon.
You can't marry her. You can't marry her, Goose. She's your sister. And finally, he comes in one day and he looks at his mom and said, "Mom, I want to marry so-and-so down the street."
Raccoon.
Oh, that's okay. She's not your sister.
I learned that in the army from you guys like you coming you cornbread.
You know what they call it? You know what they call it?
Okay.
You know what they call family reunions in the South? Orgies.
Oh, jeez.
Damn, Raccoon. You got to be careful. Your old lady's going to smack you.
What do you guys think about that debris field that they're trying to sell us? That it was that was at F-35. There wasn't even any debris in there.
Bravo, you don't want to go there. It took them freaking almost 3 days to find that damn thing.
Yeah, how the hell is that possible?
$1 billion piece of equipment took 96 hours to find them.
I can't believe the military actually let them go on.
The thing is, they couldn't find the pilot.
I can't believe the military let them go on social media and ask the public to look for the plane. I mean, that's it. Something doesn't smell right. Whenever it doesn't
get your
smell right,
attention.
Well, Bravo.
Get your attention off the shit yesterday and the day before.
The location equipment, it was turned off. They couldn't get
right. They probably hacked it and stole the damn aircraft.
But if you had your freaking if you had your freaking AirPod with you and you left your earphones there, you'd be able to track them.
Something else I have to remember now: they shut down all F-35s across the the
I mean, Raccoon,
service.
$1 billion or $2 billion plane, and they couldn't find
$80
it.
billion.
That was the B model.
No, right? I don't think it's 80. I think it's like 2
Air
or 3.
Force has A models, and then the Navy has C.
I think it's like $2 billion, something like that.
So,
Dang, that's so much freaking money.
We're going to.
But you have to understand too that the Uncle Sam's misguided children had it in their hands, and you know how they are.
Well, and then again, I forgot that Biden just created a new office, right?
Yep.
A gun control office now,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
It is.
He's getting ready to do the executive decree on guns.
What did I say?
Well, you can't do
Oh,
it.
we already
That's gonna
know,
cause some
Bravo.
shit, don't you think, guys? Goose?
Yeah, you're right.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna give him all
think
my
about it,
bullet.
that's-
I don't have no problem. I'm giving the bullet. Take it.
They need to try to do something like that. What caused the first Revolutionary War? It wasn't until the king said, "Go get their guns."
Yeah, it's called
And we shot him.
Joe Biden to announce executive level gun control office. So they're creating a department for the
Right. In other words, like another Politburo.
A gun czar.
Yeah.
Having a gun czar.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna work though, because the goddamn the Supreme Court settled it last summer. They said
on eBay.
it says purely that you have the right to keep your weapon. The government keep your hands off of it. That's what do not infringe means, is keep your hands off of it, government.
Right. And there's so many cases that back that up. Articulate ones. You can look them up, and they're really good. And they actually go into explaining the whole intent of that we are supposed to have exactly what the military has, because in a time of crisis, when they call on us, we're not supposed to come there with a shotgun when they got AR-15s or 308s and everything. We're supposed to have exactly what they have, so we could go to battle.
You want me to read it out of the Constitution because you missed it. We have the right to overturn a totalitarian system that goes against the United States.
Of course.
Yeah, but Raccoon, you didn't read the rest and say, but you gotta have the balls to do that.
Well, yeah, you got to quit eating the soy and eating at McDonald's and all these other places.
Or reach your hand down in your pants and see if you got.
You gotta have the balls to do it.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
Woo!
And they keep cutting them off. They keep cutting them off, the men of this country, so there's not going to be anybody with balls pretty soon.
Well, hell, they're shriveling them up with all the darn estrogen mimickers, for crying out.
I'll just have to splash some toxic masculinity on the guys around here, I guess.
Hey, Bravo, did you go to D.C. or you never went to D.C. when the January 6th?
He's not good.
I was there with you, Goose. What the hell are you talking about? You forgot already? Golly.
Hey, Goose.
Did the shot do that to you?
Bert said that he found the F-35. It's on eBay for $80 million.
And $5.95 shipping.
Right, yeah. They'll even
I know all you were waiting for. We're waiting
Yeah.
for Lieutenant Macie to get here. He's going to be around here about 7:30 or so.
Well, Bravo, better you getting attention when the lieutenant show to the show.
Yeah, we need Lieutenant Scott Bennett on our show too. You know.
So, Bravo, you gonna take the next shot that's coming out?
No, we're waiting for you to experiment on that one, Goose.
I already did one.
Bert said that you took the new booster, Goose.
Right.
Who?
If you ate that free 1 cent hamburger that's got the mRNA in it, you're done, man.
Hey, don't be talking smack.
Burger.
You went out of the show for 2 months because you took the double.
Anything the big box stores are offering for free right now, don't take it.
Bravo. Wait. Hey, Goose, be honest. Did you take one of those free 1 cent burgers? Come on.
No, I didn't.
Oh, Goose, come on. We know you did.
No, I didn't.
I know you like Burger King and McDonald's and shit like that.
No. Oh, are you serious? They were, 2 cents?
Wendy's was giving 1 cent burgers.
I thought you guys were joking about it. If not, would have been making the line there.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I want to buy at least 300 and take it to the homeless camp.
Give them all. Kill them all.
Hey guys,
I don't mind doing that.
The Simpsons had an episode on that free burger.
Oh, hell yeah, they did.
Hey, Raccoon, you don't have no TV in
They all
Montana.
turned
You don't
into
watch that
zombies.
show anymore.
All right,
After
guys,
they ate it.
hang on. Ted's here. Hang on. Let me get him in the.
Yeah, they all turned into zombies once they ate the burger.
Bravo, that's cartoons now. Come
They
on.
started eating each other on The Simpsons.
Now you're talking about the Walking Dead episode. Come on, Bravo.
No, they ate a hamburger. How could they have known that? How many years ago was that? Come on.
It's a
All right, hang on, guys. Hang on. All right, let's stop this conversation for a second. I want to welcome Lieutenant Ted Macie to the show. How are you, Ted? Can you hear us? I see him on there. Let's see. Hey, Ted, can you hear us? I think he's not. I can't hear him. Let me see. Let me text him real quick.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah. You guys see him on the panel, right? I see him.
yeah, we see him. He's trying to talk. I can't hear him, but I guess he got to raise the volume on his mic.
Yeah. Let me text him real quick.
It sounds just like Earth.
All right. Well, I'm texting him real quick here to see. Maybe he's having an issue with the.
What happened?
No, you reading your text message you sent me.
Oh man, hey Mary, that migrant situation really is very.
Oh, I
difficult.
agree. I agree. I just don't know what we can do about it. I mean, nobody's willing.
Venezuelans, all those people from those countries. I mean, I don't think it's their fault. I mean, these guys invited them to come to our country, flat out. So they're gonna do it.
I text him here. I think he's having a little issue there.
Which raccoon? Raccoon took off. What happened?
I don't know.
His wife put him in timeout.
I think he's in the chat room still, though. I've got
So, Goose, how was your trip? We haven't heard from to Hawaii and everything.
Oh, it was a good trip. I mean, it was long, but it was a good trip. I didn't have to. I mean, it's not that I didn't have to listen to the news. I
Which
went to
island did you stay
Honolulu.
on?
Honolulu.
Where were you?
Honolulu.
Oh, okay.
It was really nice, really nice. People there are very humble people, and they know what's going on with our government. And you know, previously, with all this BS, all what's going on, a lot of them didn't like what's going on there anyway.
Did you see the Democratic, I think it was Senator today, who was going off on? She was saying how so many conspiracy theories and Russia's involved in it with what happened in Maui and all this shit. So now you know there's something really happened. Now you know they're covering something up when they say that Russia again. You know what I mean? I mean, they can't come up with anything new. So
I told you I interviewed 28 people, and 26 they say that the government's involved.
Right.
Yeah.
But then we pay Ukraine billions of dollars and we can build those people houses. Come on. Take care of Americans first.
All right. Well, we're waiting for Lieutenant Macie to. He's having an issue with Podbean here. He's gonna.
Hey, you know, Lieutenant Macie start talking.
All right.
Freaking Garland's gonna come arrest him. So
There he is. Can you hear us now, Ted?
I can hear you guys perfectly the whole time.
Oh, okay. Hey, now we can hear you.
All right.
All right. I want to welcome Lieutenant
It's very soft, though.
Joe. Yeah.
That's my wife said.
So how are you? You want us to call you Ted or Lieutenant Macie? Or
Ted's
Ted's
perfect.
fine. Okay.
Yes, thanks.
Lieutenant Ted.
So how are you? We're anxious to get into this.
Maverick, give us a little background on the lieutenant. What's the deal here? I know I saw something on the news about it a little bit, but
Actually, I'm gonna let Ted go ahead and
all right.
give you a little background on himself and for everybody, if you
Yeah,
don't
sure.
mind.
No, not a problem. I've been in the Navy since 2001. I was a CB, which is construction battalion engineering for 13 years. And I decided to make it a career during my second tour, and got my undergrad, went through school, became a health administrator in 2013. Got a bunch of kids, traveled everywhere. Now we're in Florida, and our life has been upside down, but in a good way. The past couple of years, it definitely got us questioning everything, like everybody else is doing right now, and that's pretty much it. I don't know what else do you guys want to know.
Well, why don't we just get into what the information that you're getting out there to all the servicemen and women and well everybody. I mean, with all this stuff with the vaccine, if you want to go ahead and get into that, that'd be cool.
So early last year, the first whistleblower report came out about active duty. So the DMED, that Defense Medical Epidemiology Database, that's takes billing codes, basically ICD-10 codes, and it collects them all and takes away the PII, like the private information, so it's just purely number count. But there's a database that is there on purpose, so if something's happening in a certain region or anywhere, as an epidemiologist, which I'm not, but I mean it's pretty simple to use. You can pull up an ICD code or a group of them and look at the trends from when it started back in the 90s with the ICD-9 codes. After the first whistleblower, back to the first whistleblower report, they were catching things that were astronomical, like thousands% of certain things, and hundreds of percent of like myocarditis, and just off the chart numbers. So once that came out, the DoD came back and said that it was a server upload error, and it only accounted for 10% of the past 5 years. So basically, what the whistleblowers did, the same thing as I did, is take 2021 compared to the average of the last 5 years, and that's how they got their percent outcome. So they said it was an error upload or server upload. It only showed 10% in the past 5 years. That's why it looks like it's astronomical, even though it didn't happen with everything, which is just illogical. So I believe that was not. I don't know what to think about it. It just didn't. Nothing is logical in it. And by the way, everything is my own opinion, not of the DoD's. And so after they squashed that, it kind of quieted down, at least in media, and I kept following it because I'm friends with those people that were whistleblowers, and I was in a unique position as a health administrator to look at it, and we noticed some things started getting fucky again, and it was just myocarditis came up. All the things that a lot of the things that you think were associated with the shot started popping up again. So I brought a few of those things to Ron Johnson's office in January, and like physically, because talking and emailing with people is you don't really get far, and this is obviously a serious issue.
Right.
Like not just on a mission level, but like human level. Like I have friends and people that I know that are jacked up from it. So
Yeah.
it's something that needs to be taken seriously. And so then that happened. Johnson sent a letter to SecDef. SecDef had his undersecretary respond back in July and said, yes, the numbers are correct. However, it's not from the shot. It's likely from COVID, even though all the spikes happened in 2021. We all know COVID-19 started in like the fall of 19, summer or winter of 2020. So I was like, okay, I'm surprised that they responded, especially verifying it. So what I did is I held back these other numbers just to make sure that if it was going to be bogus again, then I would just kind of probably let it go a little bit. But they said it's true, so I withheld the data that was you wouldn't associate with the shot, right? Like, I mean, you loosely could, like vehicle accidents, water transport accidents. You could say, like, I mean, you could tie it to it, but it would be a stretch. But the things that like assault, things that you can't tie directly to the shot or even close, are up. Like, for instance, the water transport is 7,400%. So the number's not insane, but the percentage is. So like it averaged 1.2 counts per year in the last 5 years, but 2001 it went up to 90. You know what I mean? So I made for 7,400%, and I have my theories as to what's happening, but that's just speculation. I can get into that stuff if you want, but
Bravo. I know you had some questions you wanted to ask Ted.
No, I remember when the DOD came out, or who was it, the spokesman that came out and said that it was an error. You knew that was bogus. I work in the pharmaceutical industry, and everyone sat around, and when we heard that, we're like, that's a bunch of shit.
right.
You know, I work with scientists and you know, people that have to do things for the FDA, and they're like, no, that's ridiculous what they're saying. So no, we agree with you. I mean, and it's matching, you know, what it is out here, what they're seeing. You know, when you listen to all the doctors, you know, doctors on the front line and everything like that. I mean, it's criminal what they're doing, flat out criminal. And again, you know, until it comes out in an official way, you know, it's all of our, we're all supposedly speculative. This is all speculative, right? But
I can interrupt. So it is official. So the DoD recognized it. Like, Undersecretary Cisneros said, yes, it's true, but the Congress is more concentrated on drag queen shows and get rid of those. Like, yes, that's important. Like, the culture war is important, but like, that's inconsequential, relatively speaking, when you have people that are dying in their sleep, and everything from like tinnitus and hearing aids, and this is just anecdotally people that I know, and heart attacks. Like, it boggles my mind that these politicians don't stand up. Like, it's incredible. It really is, and they know it too. Like, they have this information.
Yeah, they're just bunch of. I mean, you know, it's both parties. I mean, you know, we talk about it on the show all the time. You know, the Republicans are just as bad as the Democrats. I mean, like you said, they know all this, they see all the information, but yet nobody does anything. They just kind of sweep it under the rug, basically. You know, Hey, Goose, you got any questions?
I mean, Not really. The only question that I have, when he saw that they were no, uh, the problem was what they were not uploading the people that took the vaccine, or because I couldn't hear that good, or they just literally say we don't want to upload the name. What happened? I mean, I really don't. I couldn't hear what he said. Really?
You're talking about the database.
Yeah, the database.
So the database is it takes. So anytime you go to the doctor, they they'll input something. Say you break your ankle, right? The doctor will put in their notes broken ankle, and then the coder, the other people, they'll put in the ICD code in order to match it to what's wrong with you, like your broken ankle, right? So that is uploaded from a different database into the one that I look at.
Did they track the side effect? Let's say if a sailor went to take the vaccine, then immediately a few days later he complained about having side effect. Did you guys track that too?
That will be in. It is tracked, but you'd have the analyst would have to pull it from the system prior to the one that they used before DMED, DMSS, I think. But all this is possible. Like they could match people who are vaccinated or got the shot. I don't even say vaccinated. It's not. But anyway, who got the shot and people who did not, and they could marry these things up, but they don't want to. It's another thing that's frustrating.
Yeah, because here in our county, Mary, when I went to take my shot, because I took the first shot, somebody with the same name, the same birthday that mine took the shot in Tampa. So they couldn't give me the second shot. I had to wait because they had to verify.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was messed up, but they do even the freaking cat if they take the shot, they put that in the system here.
Damn. Yeah, so you Florida?
Yes.
Yeah, we're in Florida.
Yeah, so that goes to the state website. That's interesting. Yeah, because even the DoD, like if they get it out in town, it goes into the state website, and then we upload it to our data. So yeah. Oh, and also like the you know how not all military active duty are seen on base. They also go out in town. DMED captures all the stuff out in town too.
Ted, did you take the vaccine?
Nope.
So you as a lieutenant, you refuse to take the vaccine.
Correct.
And what they do to you when you refuse to take the vaccine?
I'll try to not interject too much stuff, but let's see.
Yeah, remember, Goosey,
There
you
are
can only
these,
say
like,
so much.
No, I just can't hear that good, but I'm asking the question because that was when he was active duty, yeah?
He's active duty now.
Yeah, so if you, as an officer, if you disobey an order, what is the, I mean, did they threaten you for punishing you for doing that? Or, I mean,
So in my command, um, so the Navy had an injunction early on from the court, so they couldn't separate me, right? However, I had it. I didn't get kicked out, obviously, so I didn't have it as bad as some people. But there's definitely some stuff happening in the background where they won't say. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for instance, I had a progressing fit reps an evaluation, right?
yes.
It went up, started getting better, and then all of a sudden, not better, and they would never write down because I was flagged in the system for not getting a shot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like something that maybe if they dug into, we could figure it out, but it'd have to like FOIA text messages and all these other things, which actually I did. But yeah, there are these like shadow policies that they keep in there that give reign to commanders still to even
So Ted,
involved in the situation. But like my situation wasn't the worst in the world, but it's definitely not. It wasn't fun.
most of the people that work with you, I guess they didn't want to take the vaccine. That I'm right or wrong?
I'm the only one out of my whole clinic, 155 active duty, that didn't get it.
Good for you, Ted.
Yeah,
Stand up, man.
absolutely.
So, but that like that opened up the door for people after people started figuring the shit out, and actually getting injuries. They started coming to me, and then word got around quickly, especially with all the corpsmen or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm suing. I'm in a lawsuit suing the Secretary of Defense. So they knew I was not on board. So lots of people started talking to me in confidence, and they were telling me stories of either themselves or family members that have been injured, that they are convinced they're from the shot. I mean, a lot of them make sense too, because it's like one of the guys was like, yeah, I got tinnitus like a month and a half later, and now he's wearing hearing aids, perfect health. I know had pulmonary embolisms, and he was 23 years old. It's like,
But but you know everything you're saying. You know you've heard of Ed Dow, haven't you?
yes,
Yeah,
where's the
yeah.
line?
Ed Dow. I mean, he just came out with his statistics and said that there is a 522% on hematological, blood, which is a blood disorder
Yeah,
in 1 year. And he said that's considered a black swan event. He said that's a 61 standard deviation catastrophic event, which has never happened in the history of tracking this kind of stuff ever. And I don't see how people cannot, and they're trying, don't think they're just doing it in the military. They're trying to do it with all the different vaccines, because I work in the pharmaceutical industry, and I won't say which vaccine plant I was working at, but they tried to get us to take the bird flu shot. And I was one of 10 out of a plant of 1,000 people that did
Bravo,
not take
don't be
the shot.
telling people your age here in the show.
What that have to do with age, Goose?
Because that shot was a long time ago.
No, it wasn't. That was 2009, 2010.
Research.
When went to a pandemic level 3,
what's that mean?
which means it was a brand new plant, and we were starting it up, and they said at level 3 we had to reduce our qualification times to get the plant up and
My
running.
question is, in the army, they kick a lot of people out that didn't take the vaccine.
Yeah,
And then a year ago, they were calling them back.
Yeah, I thought they stopped that. I thought it came
Yeah,
down that the
they're
Pentagon
trying
having to stop
to
it.
get him back into the army, but I just Ted. So I know the army kick people out for not taking the vaccine. So the Navy took a different approach.
no. So the Navy did kick people out, but a judge out of Texas from the SEALs 1 through 26 case issued an injunction which basically told the DoD to cease separating members in the Navy, and it took longer for the rest of them. And then the NDAA they threw in to stop the mandate, even though
So
there
that's
was
what saved you,
yes the
that
mandate.
injunction.
I mean the injunction. Sorry, yeah.
Mhm.
Because I bet you freaking Biden want to kick your ass. I mean, a lot of people in the army got kicked out.
Yeah, the reserves, like they had I think it's 60,000 reservists in the army.
Wow.
They like I'm not 100% clear. I don't want to say something wrong, but I'm pretty sure they at least stopped like pay and benefits, and they might have kept some, but I don't
Yeah,
quote me
they,
on
they do have to take it because the National Guard and Reserve, they went to Iraq and Afghanistan. They were involved in everything.
that. Yeah,
So
Are they
like
still forcing them to take this COVID crap,
I can't
the
right now.
vaccine?
No,
No. Oh, okay.
I mean
yeah,
the
because
in the go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So in the what was it? The last nav admin, like this naval message or whatever it was. They left the language so that commanders of certain commanders of certain groups they'll say, hey, if you're going on this deployment, you can get it. So they left the door open to be able to quote unquote order.
Oh, okay.
But they did drop the mandate, and it's still happening. Like Mark, my friend Mark Bashaw, he says his last name wrong, but I call it Bashaw. He was separated over the summer, and he was one of the only guys to get a court martial, and then they charged him, but they didn't punish him. And his situation is crazy though. Like the rabbit hole you can go down with his situation, and his prosecutor was I don't know if you guys are familiar with Vindman from the Trump administration.
The name sounds familiar. Yeah.
Alexander Vindman. He was like a whistleblower or whatever, Ukrainian guy. His brother was the prosecutor on Mark's court martial. Like crazy stuff, but
yeah,
other show.
yeah. So what kind of what kind of effects are you seeing on some of our men and women who've been forced to take this crap?
So since I'm in contact with a lot of people about it.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, we know of heart attacks, like just you name it. It's a little bit of everything.
Crazy.
And at the clinic, I mean, we had a dude that died from ventricular fibrillation on a ship like a month ago.
How old were these people? How old were they, Ted?
I think he was like 32 or 3 or something like that.
Yeah.
I believe. The pulmonary embolism kid, he was 23. He's out. He was medically separated. That's the other part too. Like these people that are having these issues are going to be separated medically. So
it's like they're killing the next generation, man. Gee whiz.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff. And then another one, another person died after his second shot in his sleep so I work at a branch clinic. Naval Hospital Jacksonville is the main hospital, which is in the same area, but another kid, he died after his second shot in his sleep. Have a civilian worker who had a stroke. Another one in my department, her son died of a blood clot. But I do have to say he did have a broken ankle, so it's not impossible for a clot to go from the ankle and kill you. However, it's just suspect, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, there's so much. I can just keep going on. But
how many people personally would you say it's affected? And you've heard of the statistical process control and mathematics. There's guys that'll sit there and run the numbers on that. If you know like 2 or 3 people personally in your own little core unit, I mean that extrapolates out to a ton of people. You know what I mean? So imagine how many people is really hitting this. Like I said, with Ed Dow's very vocal on all this stuff. I mean, he's like one of the most famous number crunchers for BlackRock that they've ever had, and he's nailed it. He's not being political about it or anything. He's just saying these are the numbers. The insurance companies are complaining about it. They're saying that they've never seen anything, that a 10% increase would be catastrophic, world war with earthquakes and everything else. And he goes, we're seeing 40%, 40%, which is like impossible.
Right. and it's political to tell the truth now too, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Well, only on one side.
Yeah, So, and I do want to clear thing up. So the order by Lloyd Austin, the Secretary of Defense, on paper is legal. However, there was never an approved COVID shot. So to enforce it is not legal because that would violate U.S. code, like 2 of them at least.
That's a true statement, Ted. That's true, and that's what one of the argument we were having a long time ago in the show that were not approved, and they were kicking all these army soldiers out of the army.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Ted, did you ever see the blank leaflets?
Yep.
Isn't that true?
Yes.
I try to tell people. I mean, I've seen them. You know what I mean? But see, here's a guy that's actually been there, and he says that the leaflets are blank. That's because you're an experimental guinea pig. They can put whatever they want into those. They can make it super strong. They can make it super weak. They can put graphene oxide in it. They can do whatever they want, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, bravo. But Ted was the one administrating the vaccine. He didn't make the vaccine.
No, he probably didn't know what it was all about in the beginning, like, the rest of us. We don't want to think that our government...
And the armed forces and the army, when you get the vaccine, you just get the vaccine in a freaking box and open that damn thing and start giving to the soldiers.
In the Air Force, we had those air guns, man, where he shot it into you.
No, I mean, everybody got it, but the thing is that the lieutenant wouldn't know that unless he worked in the lab.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah, I don't put the blame on those guys. I mean, look, Ted's figured it out, and now he's going out. That's all he can do right now is go out and tell as many people as he can that these people are. And I'll say it for you because I know you can only say so much, that Biden's a criminal.
Well, I blame his freaking the general, like fat ass Milley, that he allowed in the army side, allow this BS to take place.
Right. And I'm just hoping.
Did you see Dave Chappelle when he pleads the Fifth?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Ben?
Did you ever see Dave Chappelle when he pleads the Fifth?
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Which one?
Oh, you got to see that one.
No, Dave Chappelle.
He won't say. He won't comment. But you can imagine he does it pretty well.
Hey, Tay, what about your promotion? Are you still getting promoted? Are you captain now? Or,
nope.
Or they're stopping your promotion?
I'm not going to get promoted.
Yeah, that's how they. That's how they silently punish you.
Well, when I know in the army, after 4 years, you be a first lieutenant, and then you get your captain after 4 years.
Yeah, so that's the same with us. So I started off at 02 because my degree required, or my job required a graduate degree. So I already had that 2-year buffer, knocked out, and it just, and then obviously.
So you should have get you captain sooner then.
Well, no, yeah, I did. So, and then it takes medical service corps, like health administrators, 6 to 7 years to make 04. And as soon as this started going on, I wasn't gonna make rank.
You should make a movie.
But, I can retire, so that's gonna happen.
You know what, Ted? When this is all over, you'll be a hero. People like you that are coming out now and saying stuff. I mean, and the people that are in January 6th and they're throwing them in the jail like pigs, those people are going to be heroes also.
I appreciate that, but honestly, it takes all of us. It takes me talking to you. It takes you guys having a podcast, invite me on, all that stuff. That's it's power in numbers, and if we all did that, all these things would have been over in an instant. But it's just, I don't know. People need to have some balls. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't help when they, like when you do these kind of shows, and then, YouTube will pull it from their station.
Especially this one, they will do that, Mary. This show with the vaccine.
This one will probably get me a 3rd strike on YouTube.
That's right now.
But I mean, right now we're live, and I'm surprised they haven't pulled it. So, but they usually pull it after. Anytime we mention anything about the vaccine or anything, I mean, it could just be in passing,
Yeah.
and they pull my show. I
You
mean,
guys do like Rumble and
yeah, we're right now. We're live on Rumble, Facebook, Podbean, and YouTube right now.
And tell them
So yeah, so we're getting it out there. We're just. I mean, I know afterwards I'll have to create a new YouTube page. My
Maverick,
fourth.
tell them all the radio stations too.
Oh yeah, and the radio stations that we're on.
nice.
You're getting right now. You're live on 3 of the ones that we do live, and then the rest get it. Like I'll send it out after the show. I send all the other stations a recorded episode, so it'll be played again, and then it'll be played again on Facebook and maybe YouTube if we're lucky. Rumble it'll replay on there and
You'll
Podbean.
be all over the world, Ted.
Yeah.
We get carried all over. UK, South Africa, Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah, people need to know.
Even in the Philippines.
That's right. Yeah, and even the Philippines. Yeah.
Send me some lumpia.
That's Bravo's
Yeah.
land.
Bravo, yeah, Bravo's land. Yeah, Bravo just came back from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Hey, Bravo, invite Ted back there to the Philippines.
Well, now they're opening all those new bases and they're reopening Subic Bay. So yeah, I mean, maybe we'll be back there again.
I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah, my head's down so much into this, that and like in local politics that, and I just.
Ted, did they remove you out of your position and send you to another place to work, or you still working in the same place?
Nope, same place. As it was happening, though, I transitioned, or I piece, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to use layman. I moved from the ship, the Iwo Jima, to the clinic, which was at the same base. So I actually have been in Florida since like 20.
So you down here now? So you in Florida right now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Were you in Key West?
No, northeast.
Oh, Pensacola.
Jacksonville.
Oh, Jacksonville. Damn, we should go there, Mary.
I'll take you
And go have some chicken wings with Ted.
Dude, so V's Pizza, their pizza is like easily the best in Jacksonville, right? And their wings are almost as good, might be better. They cook them in like a 10,000 or 1,000 degree oven. It's Neapolitan. It's incredible.
You're a smart guy. You moved to Florida. You know they're gonna protect you.
God's country. There you go.
We can have a
The
whole show on
Santos.
Florida politics if you guys want.
So did you meet DeSantis yet?
I have a bunch of times, yes.
What do you think of him?
What do I think about him?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So did I say that everything's my opinion of my own?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
All right.
It's only opinion. Yeah.
Without getting too much into things, I look at who is supporting that candidate or that politician. I follow the money deeply through like my DOS, like my Florida DOS, and if it's a federal candidate, I go to fec.gov. And I don't listen to what the politicians say. I mean, I do, but I don't take it for anything. I follow their money and I see what they actually, I pay attention to what they actually do.
So you follow the big guy?
Which big guy are you talking?
The big guy that get the 10%.
What he's saying is that the money trail that's supporting DeSantis is not pure as the wind-driven snow.
Well, Bravo, you could follow. He's getting money from the Bush.
People that I would never associate with politically. Let's put it that
Yeah.
way.
Well, DeSantis, the fact that what do you think about the Navy's JAG Corps? You know that's where DeSantis was at, right?
Yeah.
With the Navy SEAL.
Followed SEAL Team 1 around to Iraq and things like that.
Right. So, obviously, I've been very disillusioned, and it took a little bit for me to come to grips with that. But the JAG Corps, I have correspondence from the JAGs that I have accumulated, and they were all in on the shot. Like let's put it this way. So Terry Aderim put out that, I don't know if you guys are familiar with
You
this.
mean they're a bunch of freaking liberal? That's what you mean.
Well, they omitted law in order to get the shot pushed out. So like,
Jay, that's what our government is doing now. You're right.
I don't know. So
They're too infiltrated, in other words.
right. So what happened when the Secretary of Defense put out the memo on August 24th, people caught on and were like, well, your memo says you must, it actually uses the word must, which is an important word in military, like must or will or shall. Those are different meanings. It says must take a fully FDA approved COVID-19 vaccination in accordance with regulations or whatever it says. So we didn't have any of those. Every single shot that we had was under emergency use. It was labeled emergency use authorization on it.
Mm-hmm.
So a week after that memo came out, another memo came out from the Surgeon General of the Navy, Bruce Gillingham, saying that the ones that we have in stock, the emergency use, can be used interchangeably. So they got that from the provider fact sheet, right? And then a week or two, whatever it was later, 3 weeks, I don't know, Terry Aderim came out with a similar memo stating this to the entire DoD. And she same language. Doctors can use it for the completion of vaccination. And but what they omitted was on that same page as the provider fact sheet where they got the interchangeable. It states it's legally distinct, and that's where the meat is. Like, that's the whole thing. Like, it leads to 1107A. It leads to what is it, 21360 triple Bravo -B, whatever, right? The laws are out there, and it's plain black and white. Like, you have the absolute right to accept or refuse anything that's an emergency use authorized shot, test, mask, anything, any product. And they just were like, whatever, no big deal. The JAGs wrote memo, like, advised them, I'm assuming, obviously, advised them to write what they wrote, and look where we are now. But the frustrating thing is like, these things go to like courts and wherever else, and it doesn't go anywhere. It gets shut down.
Yeah.
And then friggin' Congress knows these laws. They write these laws, and they want to make more laws. And it's like, well, what is writing a new law going to do for actually following the last one? You know what I'm saying? It's like they want to write all these new laws that we already have laws in place. It's like it's all grandstanding on their part, and all they do is to give red meat to conservatives and whoever else. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna, motion to vacate and all that stuff. And it's like, yeah, are you, or are you just gonna keep talking about it until you get reelected?
Ted, whoever came up with that and said that those two are the same Crominity, which was approved by the FDA, which is not even available yet. It probably won't be available for another couple years because it's got to go through all the testing and everything. And all these companies have to provide a list of all the ingredients that are in there and everything else. They're lying. I mean, it's totally, the emergency use order one is, they don't have to tell you what's in it. They could change it a little bit every time. That's what people don't understand.
Bravo, and they change it every year, every vaccine.
No, I'm talking about they can change the ingredients, the levels.
Well, of course, that's why like the flu shot.
That's why some people, no, I'm not talking about the type of flu shot that's out for the year. I'm talking about they can change. They can put a little more mercury in it. They can put a little more minoxidil 9 in there. They can put a little bit.
I go,
All the shit that they got in these things, they can add and subtract from it, make it really strong, really weak, and send it to different areas, and then watch the response of the public. I mean, I don't know. I mean, to me, this is criminal, and who's ever saying these things, they need to see justice. I mean, hopefully that's why Trump, before he left, put in there that you can hang them and put them in the electric chair and all that stuff.
Trump,
So these guys
Trump
get that
approved this
eventually.
vaccine. Trump was promoting the vaccine, so we can't take that out of the equation.
Nobody's approved it yet.
Well,
The
Trump,
emergency use order one is not approved.
but the first vaccine for COVID-19, Trump did support that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he supported a vaccine. He didn't tell you which one it was when he was doing it back then.
Bravo,
And
come on.
they held it for mass distribution until after he was out. They try to cover it. I read some of those things. They try to cover it by saying, well, like December, like the month before he got out, they started administering it to people. No, mass distribution of the vaccine didn't go until Trump was gone because they wanted Biden to get the credit for it. So, I mean, I don't know. The whole thing's bullshit. And you know what? These people need to be hung.
Bravo,
That's what
did
they
you
need.
watch the Tucker Carlson interview from Trump? Trump say there he support the vaccine.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we're going to hear the whole truth about the vaccine because that would be another whole avenue of spears he would get in his back if all that shit came out, because then they would try to pin it on him when he's not the one. That Anthony Fauci in 2017 said there will be a pandemic under the watch of this new president when he was talking about Trump. He said that to the major press, and you can still Google that conversation.
Hey, Ted, you know right now we had an issue that the armed forces are not making their mission. So
The Navy's down 7,000 for recruiting this year.
yeah, so they are not mandating the shot to anybody than railroad.
That's right. We don't have one right now. As of now, as of recent, we don't have any. They disposed of them all. Anything that we had on hand, they just said get rid of, and they're coming out with Comirnaty again, which still does not have a physical insert. You can get it online, but
The mission is more important. They gotta make
so there's so much wrong with it. It's incredible, but
Ted, I have a
so
question for you, Ted. You were there from the very beginning with all this distribution of the shots and all that stuff. Do you remember when the shots first came out and it was like a really big deal and they had to have them on dry ice? They said they can't be exposed to the elements. They have to be on dry ice. They have to stay at a certain temperature. And then all of a sudden that disappeared. You remember that?
Yep. So there's a lot of things going on in court cases that people don't know, and they just quietly. So, like, say something's shipped and it has to be, I don't recall the numbers, just for sake of the conversation. Say it was like -10 and -100, right? You could keep it at -10 for a month or whatever, or a week, right? And then the other one you could keep it longer under ultra cold storage. So once it goes into a package, it's tracked by a temp tail, and if it goes out of temperature range, that starts the clock. And there were let's just say there were packages that weren't perfect anymore, and I don't think they were tracked well, and could potentially be out of regulation, I guess.
Right. But didn't they start keeping them just regularly refrigerated after that? I mean, the whole dry ice thing stopped after a while, right?
I'm not sure. I know it had to be, if you were going to keep it in ultra cold storage until you're ready to actually give the shot out. But
Okay.
refrigerator, yeah. But I think it was only like a 30-day shelf life or something. But Yeah, I mean, you're right. There's definitely some issues with that.
Yeah.
Technical details of it.
Yeah, because I remember they were worried about being able to widely wide distribution, because they were like, how are we going to keep these things under like sub-zero temperatures and transport them all over the country and everything?
That's what I call war speed, bro.
Yeah, so a lot of these clinics and places overseas don't have ultra cold storage. So what happened?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Something happened, because I know in the very beginning that was talked about. Then I just know, because I know like different places like CVS and these other places. I mean, they don't have ultra cold storage and everything. So what the heck they've been doing with all these vaccines?
I don't know.
Good question. Good question.
So what is it called? Shelf life.
Well, they take it in the freaking jetty ice bucket.
Ice bucket channel.
Yeah.
Uh,
Man, I forget what I was going to say now. Shit.
was it
But
about
I
vaccines?
mean, so I don't even know what I was going to say. So Ed, how much longer? I mean, you're still in. So I mean, are you planning on staying in or are you planning on getting out because
I'm
you know
retiring.
you're going to retire?
Yep, 23 years next
Oh,
year.
there you go. All right.
I did
Yeah.
three reserve time in between when I went to school, so it'll be 20 active, but 23 total.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Good job, Ted. Good job. You stay there and you didn't allow them to kick you out. That's good.
Exactly.
Who knows? Maybe I will be after this show.
Well, you have to let us know about
Just
that.
telling that Bravo force you to lie.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we really appreciate you coming on, and I know you're taking a little risk by coming on here and telling us some stuff.
None
And
of
we
it's
do
lies, so
appreciate that. But I'm hoping that people, I mean, right now I was looking to see who was watching on.
Ted, are you going to run for office after you retire?
imagine that.
I mean,
What?
you're gonna, run for office like
You guys should watch that Dave Chappelle skit I was talking about when he pleads the fifth.
I'll have to look at that. Yeah, I'll find it.
I'm gonna have to look that up too now. I want to see it now.
Honestly, so this is how crazy it got. After the 2020 election, my wife, she was listening to Bannon, and had some person on about women running for office, right? Like grassroots. So she took the email and then reached out because she was as pissed as anybody, and because whatever. But so she reached out, nothing. She's like, you know what? All right, well, I guess it's not meant to be. And then the shot thing happened, and she actually ran for office, U.S. Congress, and she had 2 months before qualifying or to run, and it was all military fund, like it was all military people that donated to her. She ended up 20 grand, had to spend half of it on qualifying. She didn't have enough time to get the petition signed to qualify without cost, so you got to pay $10,000 to get on it, and that got us involved and opened our eyes to local politics and how corrupt local. It starts so local, it's ridiculous. School board, city council, and people think they have an idea, and then until you really see the players involved, it's like mind blowing. Like I thought I knew something, but nope, not until you started getting into
That's true.
Yeah. These tentacles go so low into the local, and everything is so corrupt and bought off now. That's why we need a total reset. Someone needs to hit the stop button and just stop this whole damn thing, and we need to start over again.
It's us, dude. Like it is up to us. You cannot change DC. You can't even change.
Bravo, what do you mean by reset?
Huh?
I say we. It is going to be the American people in the end. But we need a little help for them to do a little reset here. You know what I mean? I think the bad guys have a reset in mind to destroy us, but I think there's another reset in play that's going to change things.
That's
I
called
think there's justice coming too.
Bravo. It's called God.
You got it, because God is involved in this, Goose, and that's not a joke.
Yep.
Yep.
Because you know what? Because their arrogance and their mocking, God will not put up with. He'll put up with a lot, but he won't put up with that.
Yep.
So
Yeah, the only thing they have on is, I was talking to someone recently, and he put it perfectly. Because I was just talking about Tucker and how he had 420 million views on his video, like 420 million, right?
yeah.
And I'm like, I said something about mainstream media. He's like, dude, they're not even mainstream anymore. It's like
Hell no. The best
alternative media. And I'm like,
Yep.
you're right, dude.
Ted, the best he did was like 3 million views on Fox. Now he's like what, 250 to 400 million views. I mean, hell, it's a no brainer.
He got like 400 from the Obama thing.
No, really.
Guy that gave him to to
Yeah. Our pickle smoocher in chief. Yeah.
That's a good one, bro.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Tay,
Well,
Ted, we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
We
Bravo
really-
used to be in the Air Force. That's why he used those terms.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, we didn't. I can't say there was none of them when I was in there, but there was not. If there were, they didn't show themselves. Let's put it that way.
Hey,
Well, I don't know. We were doing good on. I was looking at the numbers.
where's Erd? Erd, come up to the show and salute you,
Okay.
Lieutenant.
We still got quite a few listening on YouTube, but Facebook looks like they. I don't know what happened. I had like 200 on Facebook, and now it's 0. So I'm not sure what happened over there. But so I mean, it's getting out there.
Figuring out how to get on the Twitter space. I think, was it Red Voice Media? Because they do the similar type of thing like this, and they're like all over the place with.
I haven't looked at that one. I have to see if it has to be independent or I can run it through like I run all the other things. You know, I mean, I run the stations through. Everything runs through one place, and I'm not sure if Twitter Space allows you to do it that way or not.
Yeah.
Tay,
it's really hard to see how many people you're putting out to, but Maverick knows, I mean, we're not allowed to say which radio station, but we know for a fact one radio station's almost 1 million viewers that listen. So each month. Yeah.
That's what we need.
Mary, we need to get some donations to buy all our equipment brand new. Go phone me, Mary, Alpha 82.
Yeah. And Maverick and Goose are going to the Miami thing with Clay Clark.
Yep. We'll be there October 13th and 14th in Miami. And Trump National Doral is placed there. Going to be great. It's the Reawakening America tour.
Tay, we're gonna put your name out there, Tay, when we go down there. Okay.
Well,
he might not want that.
Don't do Ted and
No, that's a good friendly force.
Yeah. No, I know.
But
but he's still active duty. You got to be careful with that.
Well, he's already 20. They're not going to do nothing to him. It's too late. The only thing they can tell him retire.
Yeah.
But anyway, so no, I'm very careful of like the Hatch Act, things like that. I can't promote anybody, obviously, but I can give my opinion on things.
Right.
That's legit. I'm not afraid to speak that. I'm just not gonna ever.
Well, the NSA is listening to you right now, Ted.
So do you know of Clay Clark and those guys? What's your opinion? What's your opinion of
The
them?
sheriff?
No, the am I saying it right, Maverick? It's Clay. Right?
Clay, Bravo.
Yeah, Clay Clark.
He's
He's the head of the tour.
he's with he does with General Flynn and yeah. He's gonna be on our show next week.
Yeah.
Tuesday. We're gonna be
That's
doing
awesome.
a show with him on it.
It's become a small world. Like Teresa Long, she was that whistleblower. She's doing the rounds. Doc Pete Chambers, Mark Bashaw, and that community, like Ivan Raiklen, they're all kind of in comms in a way, and that's what I was saying. Like, so this whole shot mandate thing, like you were saying earlier about how it's all about God, it really is. Like, almost all the people that I met have a personal relationship with God, and it's just
That's right, Ted.
Connection.
Yeah.
And you know what, Ted? It's because they all love humanity. None of us want to see this happen to people dying for no reason. I mean, why? Why? These people are evil. I mean, they really are. They're sick.
Bravo, I took the shot and still alive. Thank God.
Well, thank God you didn't get that second one in that booster. But you did eat that burger, that 1 cent burger. You know what I mean? I don't know what
Bravo.
was in that.
Quit dying.
There was probably
Quit
mRNA
lying.
and vaccine in that damn thing. They're all in on it.
Bravo, come on. It was 1 cent.
Hey, Goose, the Peter McCullough has a protocol out now for if you're actually concerned at all, man. Like, it's I can text it later, but it's allegedly works for removing spike protein, or at least.
Well, Ted, it helped. Like I tell Bravo, it did help my ED. So I got something out of it.
It made it worse.
I strongly believe in God, and I know God got my back. So when the time comes, it's time for me to go, I'll be happy to go.
There you go, brother.
Yeah. But Ted is right. There are protocols out there, vitamin protocols that people have come up with that do attack the spike proteins and things like that.
Yeah, I know.
And different teas, like the white pine needle tea, and things like extract and things like that. There's things out there.
Bravo.
That's what I'm saying. It's such a privilege.
Bravo,
to be
pine needle kill you.
Huh?
The pine needle tea will kill you.
No, it won't. Good.
Let me do it.
I mean, I'm sure there might be some pine needle teas that are not good for you, but the white pine is good.
Oh, well,
yeah.
be exactly, because then you're gonna have some people in the audience gonna go there and get a pine needle.
You can order it online at Amazon. I mean, you can get it online.
I use soursop, that fruit.
I have some right now. And I didn't even take the shot. But Goose, you got a placebo. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh boy, that brings up another thing. I'm sorry if I keep rambling.
Go ahead.
There you go.
There's a website. What is it called? How Bad Is My Batch? And I think it was Sasha Latpovia. She took I don't recall who it was, but they took theirs data and then matched it up with the lot numbers. So it's like there's no argument there. It's theirs data married with the lot number of the shot that you got, right?
Right.
And it shows you how many injuries and whatever are associated with that lot number. So if you have your COVID shot card, and it'll have the lot number on there, and if you can put it into the database, and it'll show you.
Never leave home without it.
So you can have nightmares.
Goose, you gotta try that, man, and see if anybody.
You need to look that up. Look up your badge.
Yeah, I got the badge. I do.
Because you know what, Goose, what happens is it depends. Whatever element they elevated in that batch is what causes the issue.
Got the placebo. Remember that.
I know you did. Yeah. And that is true. In a test, they can send out placebo, and they do monitor the responses. And it's legal. They can legally do this to you. That's what people don't understand. The way the laws are written right now.
Yep. And you Sorry, here we go again. So the friggin' the emergency ended on May 9th, right? On May 11th, they extended the PrEP Act to December 2024, which keeps what's it called? Liability away from the pharmaceutical companies. So when they come out with Comirnaty again and they claim that it's approved, still no liability. And then
Right.
and the other thing,
And everybody takes that shot and starts dropping dead, then they're gonna. But what people don't realize, they're talking about piggybacking the yearly flu shot with the mRNA vaccine and everything. I mean, they're putting it in meats now. I mean, we gotta. I don't want to say where it is, but because that'll give away where I'm at.
I gotta confirm that.
There's plants going up, 3D printing plants for meat.
Yes, Lisa, about that way.
The FDA just approved
I will.
fake chicken, where it's created from a single cell. So that means they can take the cancer cell of a chicken and they can make a whole chicken out of it.
I'm surprised they haven't come up with a way to aerosol it. Just give it to us, everybody, without us knowing.
They probably do.
I know. I'm thinking. I was reading something the other day. Somebody was saying that, and I was thinking, man, imagine if they were doing that. Nobody knew.
Remember in New York when they said, when the officials came out and said, okay, we're monitoring the water waste plants, the waste treatment plants. They said, when we see the elevations start going up, we know people are going to start getting sick. Why?
Because the rats.
You know why? Because they're probably putting it in my opinion, they were probably putting it in the water. So they say, okay, so they're monitoring the water waste treatment plant. So when they see it coming to the plants, they say, okay, we know it's fully evolved and it's fully in the system. So people are going to start getting sick now.
Bravo. New York's infected with big rats. A little bit of water will kill those rats, and that will create a national emergency with a flag. Believe me, many rats in New York.
I'm qualified to say this because they did kill my mother-in-law in New Jersey in one of the old age homes because they stuck in COVID positive people in there and killed all the old people.
That was their plan. I mean, Cuomo should be behind bar.
New York and New Jersey, those two should be hung at the neck until dead. And I think didn't Trump put that back in with the electric chair? I'm pretty sure.
That's our opinion. That's only our opinion.
No, I'm just saying that's capital punishment. I mean, that's what it's approved right now.
In New York, I don't know what you're reading, Bravo.
No, I'm talking about federal.
Guys, hang on. All right, go ahead.
And firing squad.
I just want to put this out to your audience, and you guys obviously, but the one that's coming out that's approved, right? You know how they said it's approved for 12 and up,
right?
And emergency use authorized for 6 months to 11 years. How can you?
Oh my God!
When it was dropped on May 9th, like honestly, I'm trying to figure that out. Like I don't know what the hell they're talking about. It's whatever. But
we haven't been told that Comirnaty is coming out yet. I mean,
I have a friend in Minnesota she's a civilian pharmacist. She has them. I have pictures of it.
Wow.
And we're waiting on it now. Like we're obviously going to get them in the military.
Wow. I'm going to look into that because Crazy. At least something's coming out with the name on it anyway.
Breaking news.
I mean, nothing surprises me anymore. These people are so criminal; they do it right out.
And maybe those migrants that are coming through the border, they're going to be used as a guinea pig. You'd never know.
Hell no, they're not going to give them the shot. They're going to give that to us.
Well, they give the shot when they first were getting processed through the border. Now in New York, most likely they get the shot.
Checking the time. Yeah, again, I mean, like I said, I mean, I really appreciate you coming on our show and taking the little risk there that you're taking. I know you are.
Well, I'm taking a risk not doing anything, honestly. Like,
yeah.
4 kids, man. Like, if we don't fix this shit, it's done. Like,
we need more people. We need more people like you to get out there and.
You said you got how many kids, Ted?
4.
You see that? That's what I was saying. This show, We gotta protect our kids. We
Yep.
don't want to give this mess to our kids. And you see, Ted, I agree with you strongly. It's
Well,
about our.
Yep. Believe it.
Maverick, Ted said he had other people he knows that whistleblower people. So maybe you can get some of them on there too. You know?
There you go. Yeah.
If
I'll
Ted
definitely
wants
do that.
to share that information with me later, I'd be more than happy to.
Sounds good. You know, I want to give a plug to my X account because
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it's the only way I can get information out. Obviously, I don't have money to put out commercials and crap, so like it as uncomfortable as it is to promote yourself. Like at this point, I don't care anymore. This stuff needs to
No, go ahead, Ted. Plug away.
So
Absolutely.
it's my
Yeah.
name, TED_MACIE. So that's Ted_Macie, and that's on X. And Facebook is useless; that doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, like as soon as I find something out or need, just keep resharing people's things. That's how the people get the message. So it's
Yep.
a pretty simple concept, and then we got to act too. So
Yeah, I mean,
appreciate it, guys.
let me see, I gave you a follow. Oh, okay. Good job, Eric. Eric followed you on X. It's so weird to say X. I keep saying
I know.
Twitter anyway. Sometimes I broadcast. I switch back and forth. I broadcast on Twitter sometimes, but I get a better response on a Rumble and Facebook.
For videos, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, but yeah, again, I mean, we really appreciate it. And anytime, if you got some other stuff to drop and you got some other information, just hit me up. We'll get you back on here.
All right. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I mean, we'll keep pushing. I don't do too much again on the vaccine only because I get hammered so bad that I try, but at the same time, I don't care. I mean, I'm on my 4th account on YouTube. So,
Well, the vaccine's it's not killing us, it's biting.
yeah. And this account's probably after this show is going to be gone. So, but I'll just create another one. You just got to keep going. I mean, we lose shows. I mean, depending on the topics we talk about, because we take on, our show is really, we we take the topics that everybody else is afraid to talk about.
Even UFOs.
Yeah.
Did the UFO take the vaccine? That would be a good question.
It's cost us a little. I mean, we've lost our show and, we lose tons of social media accounts, but we keep going. I'm not gonna let it stop us. We're gonna keep spreading the word and spreading the truth until we make a change, I guess.
Yeah, and actually, the radio stations produce more than YouTube and them do. So
yeah. The radio stations, we do crazy numbers. Even though I'm not allowed to tell, I'm not allowed to say the numbers, but they don't allow you to say the numbers. It's private information they tell me.
That's right, Mary. Keep it quiet.
Once in a while, I sneak the numbers out anyway. Then they tell me, oh, you're supposed to keep that quiet. Okay. But again, yeah, Ted, anytime, man. Anytime you want to come back, you're more than welcome. You got any special breaking news or anything, man? We're here.
Closing words. You can lead us in a prayer if you want.
Sure. God, thank you for all these amazing souls that know what's right, may not know everything at that moment, but know from your guidance what to do and give people the strength to do that, even when it's uncomfortable. And amen.
Amen. Thank you. Yep.
And thanks for the opportunity to get on here and talk to some people.
Oh, no problem. Yep. Like I said, anytime. I mean, you get anything you want to break out there, you can't get enough out on Twitter or X, whatever we want to call it. Let us know. I mean, we'll get it out there. We'll get you
Ted,
back.
get that promotion, Ted. Get that.
Promotion to civilian life.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That was Ted Macie, everybody. Thank you. Make sure you check him out on the X. His account is Ted_Macie. That is on Twitter or X. Make sure you check out all his stuff. That's where he puts all his good stuff out over there. Yeah. So, we got a couple minutes left. We got about 15 minutes left on the show, guys.
Hey, Mary, can you play that song that you sent us the other day?
I played it on the opening. I played it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I'll play it on the closing too. I like it.
Well, it's amazing how our armed forces.
Oh wait, what you talking about, Goose?
The song that you sent me the other day that was really
sent
good.
out to us the other day. The new one that you just found.
The new one.
Yeah, play that one. That wasn't. I don't think that was the one you played.
All right, let me take a look. I gotta look and see what I guys. But anyway, yeah, Goose, what were you saying?
No. It's amazing how these people they were so freaking hard-headed about the vaccine that they start pushing out our kids in the military, kicking them out of the military, taking their benefits and everything. Then somehow they change their mind a few years later.
You know what? To me, mothers and fathers should be like so pissed off that they're destroying their children. I mean, they're killing their kids, man. Yeah. I mean, I think when this finally comes out, people are going to see what a genocide this really was. This was like, this was better than a world war, killing people. You know what I mean? I mean, it really is. It's horrible.
We got what, Bravo, a year and a few months left out of this freaking administration. It's amazing, man. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it all the way to that day.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what, Goose? The more I'm doing it, there's not going to be a 2024 election. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen before that. I'm telling you, we're at a final boiling point, I think.
Yeah, I mean, some at this point, something has to happen in order to fix this stuff. I mean, what that is, I don't know.
Right. And remember, every time they do these little tests, like in October 4th and everything, remember they did a test when other things happen before. They always do a test ahead of time. I mean, so who knows? I mean, we always have to be vigilant and ready. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
And be ready for a Valkyrie moment.
Chick Radio, welcome to the show. Hey, man, get us on your radio station if you got one. Yeah, absolutely. I'm finding this song, guys. Finding it. I had to download it.
So, do you guys think we're gonna have a government shutdown?
I don't know. I don't know if they got the balls to do that.
You're right, Mary. I agree with you. I don't think we had the balls to do that.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think they're
going.
I don't think they're.
This government is not. I mean, this administrative state that's in play right now is not going to do anything. I mean, I think they're going to go through with the Biden thing, but who knows? Once it gets to the Senate, it'll probably.
Yeah, Bravo. But we're doing it for the wrong reason.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to get it one. I mean, remember,
we're sure impeaching for the border abuses and breaking the Constitution.
Well, remember when they impeached Bill Clinton? They really wanted to impeach him because he gave secrets to the Chinese, missile system secrets and everything, and they wanted to get him for treason. But they said it was too hard to prove that, so they went after the Monica Lewinsky thing, something they could impeach him for. So, I mean, there's a lot of things you can impeach Biden for. He's done so much crap, but it's proven it through the administrative state, the police state that it actually happened.
Right.
Whatever you can get him on, and get him the fuck out of there because he's a moron.
Oh man! Wow, this was a great show. I think it was a good show.
Hey, Maverick, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Why we can say that the election was stolen?
Why can't we say it?
Well, we say in our show, but why these other idiots in other show they're afraid to say that?
Oh, because they're afraid. They're afraid to say those things. I mean, we're not we're not one of those shows that are afraid to say anything. So,
Goose, that just shows you how much they've infiltrated everything. Where they even try to control you down to our level and say you can't say that word.
Yeah,
You can't say
that's-
that. You know,
that's correct.
so when they tell us you can't say that, you know. Like when I heard that lady from Hawaii saying there's so many conspiracies about what happened, you know, it was just a regular fire, you know, and it was bullcrap.
what'd you say, Eric?
The U.S. senator from Hawaii that I believe Bravo is talking about, her name is Macie Hirano.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did you hear Eric what she said?
Robin, welcome to the show.
No, I didn't, but this is really new to me. But you know, and I think like when it comes to like the elections, you know, being stolen and the cheating that was going on, I think I've even had a few friends who summed up best, you know, when people ask, you know, the question like, where are the state legislatures? Like why do they like drop the ball with like allowing the election to be stolen? The answer is simply they legalized the cheating.
Right. And they covered it. The Supreme Court covered it by saying there's 50 some cases that nobody had standing because nobody was physically affected personally. But now Trump and all these people they've indicted are affected personally, and they get a chance to bring all this shit out there that should have been brought out here 2 years ago.
Out of the 52 cases, the court only took 3, and all 3 we lost. Only 1 we won 2. The other 40 some they never took it.
No, there was I think 60, right? I mean, and
I think it was 52. You're right, but we only went to court only 3 of them, and we won 2.
Yeah,
we won 2 of them.
Won 2 of them. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep. So I mean, when everyone says, "Oh, this was already done," you know, and the court said no, they didn't. You don't. That means you don't listen. You listen to the fucking mainstream media. Go do your research and find out really what happened. Really, what happened was you had 19 or 20 states come against 5 states because they cheated and didn't follow their own legislatures and their own laws. And they brought that up, and they were told by the Supreme Court they don't have standing. But you know what? Trump can bring that in now because they are trying to throw his ass in jail, saying that he's a liar. So now he can bring up all this shit. He can bring up the military stuff. And when they say they have it all, he was the president.
But Bravo, they already know. A judge already ruled that Trump, he was the president, and he has immunity.
Yep, I agree.
So it don't freaking matter what he say.
Yep. And remember, and they tried to get his name taken off the ballot in Pennsylvania, and the judge said, "Fuck no, you can't do that."
In Massachusetts too, and they say no.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they said he has immunity on the you can't people, you know, that you got left-wing people trying to sue Trump for things and stuff like that. So you can't sue him. He was president of the United States at the time. He had immunity. So I mean, it's bullshit. They can try you in court, just like they did Paxton. They tried Paxton in the media, saying they got him, he's dead, he's guilty. Look, there's 36 counts. You think all those counts are going to be thrown out? Hell yeah, they were all thrown out, morons, weren't they? Because you're a bunch of fucking liars. That's why.
Yes.
And that's why the media's got to come down. That's why, because you know what? They're not the media. They're communist propagandists. They're like in the war in Iraq when we had Baghdad Bob driving around in his car saying, "We are winning the war," and we were kicking their freaking ass all the way to Baghdad almost. You know, it's criminal, and it's happening here. And until the American people wake up, and when enough of us wake up and there's not going to be a civil war, someone's going to step in and help us, and we're going to play a major part in all this shit. We're not going to be innocent bystanders when all this stuff goes down, whatever's going to go down.
Well, Bravo, it's okay.
If you believe Dr. Jan Harper, who's on a 12-member DOD task force team. She said there's only 7 people. Now, she crazy? She said there's a plan. She said only 7 people in the whole fucking world know what this plan is. To the full
Bravo. I got to see that plan. You always talking about that plan.
I'm telling you what a woman that's part of the DOD task force that's monitoring all this shit said.
I don't trust no freaking DOD or whoever is related to our government. They're a bunch of freaking
They're not
crooks.
all that way. I mean, Obama didn't succeed in
Obama's the first
turning
one.
the whole military into a bunch of pickle smoochers yet.
That's true.
He probably got about a third of them pickle smoochers in there, yeah. But he hasn't taken the whole damn thing over yet.
All the new listeners, make sure you like and follow the show. We're here every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coming in late, you missed Lieutenant Ted Macie, Whistleblower. He dropped a lot of good information tonight. You can catch the replay of the show on Podbean, Facebook, YouTube. It'll be all over the place.
Maria, we're gonna be live when we go down.
Yeah, we'll do a live.
Place.
We'll do a live.
Yeah, just join us when we go.
Next week we have Clay Clark coming on the show.
That's right. That's right.
The show will be Tuesday. It won't broadcast on Podbean until after, so it won't be broadcast live on Podbean. We will be live on Rumble, YouTube, and Facebook, as long as YouTube don't shut my account tomorrow. If not, it'll be live on Twitter. We're going to do that because it's going to be a 30-minute interview with Clay Clark. He's the founder of Reawaken America Tour.
Bravo, you cannot say Pico Smoocher with Clay Clark.
He already knows. I don't need to say that with him.
And then we should be back live Wednesday, the next day.
In October, when we go down to Miami, we're going to be live.
And then we'll be in October 13th and 14th. We'll be live at the Reawaken America Tour down in Miami at Trump National Doral. They're going to be a 2-day event down there. We'll be there. We'll try to do a live show from there and broadcast it.
Hey, Bravo, after the show, get in touch with me.
I'll call in, guys. I can't show up on this one, but I will definitely call into the show. Yeah.
There are a lot of good people there. And we're going to be having Mel K. If you don't know who she is, look her up. We're going to be having her.
Mel K is great, man.
Yeah, she's high speed. Yeah. She got millions of followers.
Yeah,
like 40 or 50 million followers, man. Yeah. Pretty good.
Yeah, Bravo.
But she's up to speed. Hey, and she knows there's a plan too, Goose. So
she know Goose.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to. We're gonna do it. Cut it. I mean, we're gonna cut it just a couple seconds, so we can play some music too.
Play that song. It's really good song.
And because if not, then they'll cut us off and we won't get it.
And Bravo offline, call me because I got to get you straight in a few things.
All right. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I want to thank again Lieutenant Ted Macie for coming on the show, sharing all the information. We really appreciate it. We hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll be back Tuesday night. We'll be with Clay Clark, and Wednesday, hopefully, we'll be back live here.
Hey, the 23rd, if something happens, have a show.
All right. If something happens on the 23rd, like the world blows up or something.
Remember, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Everybody be alert.
22nd, 23rd, and 24th.
Be alert.
Make sure you have your candles ready.
This is Alex Jones, and you're listening to the #1 podcast in America.
All right, we'll be back next week.
See you guys.
Take care, everybody. God bless you.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me. Ain't it demonic how the news make a piece of shit look iconic? How ironic, if the ratings go up, so does the profits. You can change the station, but the reading from the same script. White man gunned down by police, ain't nobody play that clip. No one gave a shit. I won't get no famous case. I won't get no downtown monument where they paint my face. I won't get no NFL jersey spot that say my name. Oh, that's right, since I'm white, the situation ain't the same. Black lives matter, Asian lives matter, Spanish lives matter. Ain't allowed to say Caucasian lives matter. Why? That don't fit the narrative. That will mean equality. Truth in the mainstream media, that's mythology. They've been using my people, your people, good people, poor people. Either we wake up or they gon' keep on using more people. I tried to warn people, supply them the truth. If the victim was me, y'all wouldn't ride. What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me, or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me.
This is so exhausting, way the news talking. It's like black folks only ones dead in coffins. Black on black ain't a tragedy, huh? Guess news cameras ran out of batteries, huh? Live by the gun, die by the gun. When it happens in the hood, y'all ain't saying none. But soon as that trigger finger white, y'all be tearing shit up on the same night. Say I ain't right. Say I ain't white, let's say that I'm black. Get pulled over, try to run away and scrap. Reaching for the strap, but he get it first. So I slug him in the face at the same time that it bursts. Now I'm just another reason to ride a name on a shirt. When the truth is I just got what I deserve. When you playing dumb games and you win a dumb prize. Less it's whites killing blacks, they don't give a fuck who dies. When you gonna realize they just trying to divide us? Cause red, white and blue, it's the colors that unite us. I'm getting sick and tired of the looting and the riots. When the truth is if I was dead, then y'all be dead silent.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me, or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to